For the third step in Exercise 1 iMachining walkthrough, we will define the rough machining of the outside contour. We will use the default iRough technology to machine the outside contour of our part. In the Geometry branch, click the New button to define the machining geometry for the current operation. When defining geometry in iMachining, recall that the geometry is defined as a pocket that can be open, closed, and/or semi-closed. The pocket can contain internal chains treated as islands or used for safe tool entry. Also, keep in mind that the chain selection order is important, as you'll see when defining this first geometry example. For this example, the geometry is defined as an open pocket with island. In the SOLIDWORKS graphics area, select the two chains as shown. We can close both chains using Auto Constant Z and by clicking Yes to accept the selections. In the chain list of the Geometry Edit dialog, right-click on the outer chain, Chain 1, and select Mark Chain as Open to enable the tool to approach from outside. In the Level section of the Geometry Edit dialog, click the Upper button. Pick on the top face of the stock model to define the upper machining level for the operation, as shown here. Click OK to accept. Next, click the Depth button. Pick on the bottom edge of the target model to define the machining depth for the operation, as shown here. Then, click OK to accept. We can also define these upper and lower machining levels in the Levels branch of the iMachining Operation dialog box, which you'll see momentarily. Click OK to exit the Geometry Edit dialog. Next, we'll need to create a new tool. Move to the Tool branch and click Select to display the tool table. Click on the Add Milling Tool icon and select End Mill from the Milling Tools list. Under the Topology tab, enter 9.5 mm for the diameter and change the number of flutes to 5. We'll use the default remaining tool parameters. The total length is set to 80 mm, the outside holder length to 60 mm, the shoulder length to 30 mm, and the cutting length to 24 mm. Switch to the iData tab and be sure the 45 medium value is selected for the helical angle parameter. This parameter affects the cutting conditions and step-down values generated by the iMachining wizard. Click Select to confirm the tool definition. Next, we'll define the milling levels. In addition to the depths specified at the stage of the geometry definition, we can define the delta depth to perform machining deeper than the part bottom edge. Let's set the value to -0.76 mm. Now, let's switch to the Technology Wizard branch. This wizard automatically calculates the cutting conditions for the iMachining technology, taking into account the tool data and milling levels defined for the operation. For this operation, we'll simply use the default cutting conditions generated by the wizard with a machining level aggressiveness of 3. In the Technology branch, we will leave a 0.24 mm offset on the wall. Let's name this operation iRough Outside Contour. Click Save and Calculate, then click Simulate. First, we'll run the operation simulation in the host CAD mode by pressing play. We can see the wireframe toolpath is displayed on our model. Then, switch to the Solid Verify tab and play the operation simulation again. Now, we can see the corners are cleared first, and then the entire contour is machined in 3D. Now, let's click the Eject button to exit the simulation control panel and display the iMachining Operation dialog.